Thank you very much for having me. I think the country is mourning, but at the same time, the founding president is going to be his contribution to the liberation and independence of Namibia, and also his contribution after independence in terms of nation building, because Namibia is a very ethnically diverse country, and one of the focuses and legacies of his post-independence leadership as president, and even after being president, was uniting a country of diverse people. The banner or the name, which he used to say, "One Namibia, one nation." So I think that's really what is going to be remembered for those two. As much as the country, also celebrating his life and his legacy, because he lived a full life, passing on in his 90s.
How would you characterize his 3 decades in exile and how that shaped his career as a leader?
I think the time that our founding father spent in exile shaped a lot of our post-independence international, basically our diplomatic and international approach, in that a lot of the countries where either he himself spent a few years or time in other countries, which we continue to have very close ties with today, and actually shaped his character too, because he had the benefit of interacting with the likes of Nyerere, Kaunda, and other great African leaders who also fought to liberate their countries. So I think it shaped a lot it shaped him a lot, but also went on then to guide a lot in terms of the direction that the country took, the countries that Namibia has relations with, our very international approach when it comes to countries that have similar challenges, such as what we saw in terms of our intervention in the aspect of Palestine and Israel last year. And so I think that really shaped the country a lot, because we are, as Namibia, a product of international solidarity through him and his efforts during the time that he was in exile.
Well, we understand he did a lot to kind of put the ethnically divided country together, but how would you very quickly say that young people can learn from Nujoma?
Look, I think a lot of the young people who hear about Nujoma are quite privileged to have lived at the same time as him, even though they themselves were not part of the struggle or have no remembrance of it. But they're really privileged to be alive, or have been alive at the same time as one of the last basically African giants of his stature. So I think, in as much as a lot of young people are perhaps not as interested, we're talking about 35 years of struggle, but they do have a lot to learn from him, and we're also privileged that he already has a biography of his written. Mm-hmm. It's called Where Others. I think they have a lot to learn in terms of his contribution, and we're also lucky in that his contribution both before and after is already documented.